Hi, I'm my friend Will here over at XAUUSD.com. First of all, welcome to the video. And in this video, my friend, I'm going to go over with you the indices and how my actual system, a method of trading Forex, works universal across any asset. And in this video, we're going to look at the indices. Okay, so we're going to first off start in the China 50. And we can zoom in here. Okay, so if you've gone through any of my courses, read my free ebook, or watched any of my videos, you know how I trade the markets. Okay, so you can see this here area here is an area where I'd be looking to trade from in the future on a monthly chart, and you can see it's come down and hit it and rallied up from it. So just going to look at this now and see if there was a weekly area inside this monthly area. Okay, and you can see we actually had the weekly inside this monthly area we had drawn. Okay, and we actually got the divergence signal on the weekly. Okay, so price come down. We've been watching this nicely, dropping nicely down into this monthly area that we had marked. We look for a weekly inside the monthly, and boom, daily or 4-hour signal. So let's see, did we get a daily or 4-hour signal down at the bottom of this move? We got a daily signal here, not inside it, but we actually got deep inside the weekly, inside the monthly. We got the signals to start rallying up higher, and the target in that trade would have been very easy. Moving up towards where it is now, first easy target. Yeah, unlikely to continue to go up higher, but in the monthly, would actually classify this here as an area also, because price dropped, based, then dropped again, created a new low. Okay. So you can see it actually it works universal across any asset. And we'll just go through the analysis of the China 50 at the minute, what's likely to happen next. Okay. So we've identified a monthly area where it's coming into here at the minute. Okay, so we go over to our spreadsheet. You see we've got a spreadsheet for our indices. We override yes, we're inside a monthly. Go back to the charts, we'll go to the weekly. Okay, so kind of nothing happening in the weekly till around up here. It's very choppy, and I would probably look to sell a short-term trade up around here somewhere on this, but not at the minute. Up around here, you see all these kind of monthly areas, weekly areas here that cause the lows. So high up here. Okay, so at the minute nothing happening. We'd like it to go up a little bit further if we were looking to sell this. So no. Now, yeah, so it's rallying hard. It's probably likely up here towards this 11721 would be a good selling point for a short-term sell, and then I look to get back in as it's creating new zones on the daily chart as it's come back up. But at the minute we're just looking at longer-term swings. Okay, so the next trade we're going to look at is the Nikkei 25. Okay, so it's another one. Okay, so we analyze the charts here. We look at the monthly area here. It just popped down through it. This area created this high. But this here area also took out this previous high here. And I'd actually put that in. And I'd take that out. Okay, so that was taken out. Okay. You can see it come down there to test it nicely after this huge drop. So that's why it's popping there. Let's look at the weekly. Was there anything on the weekly charts inside that Okay, so there's a weekly area just here, and there was a weekly area just at the start. So it kind of popped down and just broke through at the weekly. Okay, let's see if there's any signals inside those areas. And you can see this gap where it just literally filled this gap here. Come down and price filled the gap. It just shows you these gaps always get filled at some point. They come down, filled it, and then rallied back up. Okay, let's see if was a signal down inside this area. There was nothing on the daily. Indicator didn't give one on the 4-hour either. But if you understand how the versions work and you're able to manual trade, price comes up, rallies back down. This would have been your entry point here, and you'd probably see it better on the 1-hour charts. Okay, yeah, so you're getting all the signals down here. So price pops up, rallies back down, and enters up here. And here, this would have been a nice trade for a daily inside a weekly. Okay, so we had the daily. It was literally at the start of this here. Price comes down, that's when you got the 1-hour signal. Okay, so you can see it works on it. So let's have a look where we are now in price action. Are we at a monthly? No, it's just popping out of this monthly at the minute over the past few weeks, and we're not at a weekly either. So it's a double no. US dollar index. So the US dollar index, look at the monthly. Again, works similar on this. Okay, we're nothing at a monthly. The monthly. And it's just hitting this weekly area here at the minute and popping back down. So 2 no's. No. And tomorrow I'll make a video on commodities, gold, silver, and oil, etc. And show you how it works across those assets also. So let's look at the NAS. Okay, so what I'm just going to just analyze the previous trend, look for areas in the chart here, and you can see price comes down to test it pretty much nicely here in the monthly to get initial test here at this monthly area. So let's just hit this monthly. Let's look at the weekly. We had the weekly just at the start of the monthly here, down, test it, and let's look at the daily. And there's your signal there at the start of the move. So actually a divergence signal here that gives you. Down here at the start of these moves. So it works again. And these would all be MACBOT trades. Okay. So current price, let's just look at current price for the swings. We are not at a monthly. And coming into a nice kind of weekly area here. And you can see price drop, paused, and then dropped again. Probably find a daily area inside here. That's why it's bouncing where it is now. But we're not at a monthly. Let's look at the daily. Okay, so the reason I'm drawing this one is because price dropped, paused, and dropped again. So that'll be an area I'd probably look to trade from short term, targeting as long as there's a daily area there, which there likely is. Yep, so see the daily area is actually here on this, that's why it's getting that, and the trade's likely already happened. This leg here was this here rally, swing high, swing low was the area that caused this low here on the daily, so that's why I'm drawing it, and getting some nice hidden divergence signals, likely to possibly start heading back down for retracement. Okay, so see if there's any signals in the 4-hour or the daily divergence signals at this. Actually happening here. Right, so that trade hasn't happened yet. So a slight pause, but it could continue up higher. Initial pause, then continue up higher, after already taking out really the first easy target, which was the last high that was taken out, which was here. Okay, so you can see the initial pop to this area, comes down and tests the last high that was taken out, first easy target. The second test could break up 3, but with this kind of sideways pattern here, it's could be getting ready to move back down a bit further, possibly down towards here or here, and we'll tell. But for me, this here's trade's already happened, and I'll watch it closely, see what happens if it starts creating, taking out these highs here and moving up, maybe up to this higher level up here. Okay, so watch it closely and just make a note. This, add. And play. Just so I know, keep an eye on. Okay, so next the S&P. Similar story. Now you might need to be able to notice the area where it's touched here, but I can. You see the rally, pause, rally. This is this kind of area here. Just zoom in. So this, and I pause the candle here, comes right down to the bottom of it. Nice huge drop straight into it. And this was the weekly area here also that caused this new high. So we had a weekly inside the monthly, and you can see this area broke this trend, and that's why it's created the new area. But this was a weekly inside a monthly. Let's see. There's no daily signal. And we would have had a daily inside a weekly there also, down here. Yep. And let's see, the 1 hour would have been the signal on this for a. Yep, so you had the signal candles here. Yep. Okay, so current price action is, okay, you've had this initial rally. See from this rally, the first easy target of this trade here would have been this last low that was taken out on the way down here, which was easily hit. Second target's up towards the actual zone that caused the low, and then your third target is the zone, the more zones above that. But the first easy target's this last low that was taken out. It's hit pretty easy. And so let's look at the monthly. Not at the monthly. I would classify this as a monthly. Okay. Weekly. Not at the weeklies in around here. This kind of area up here, and there's no daily areas there, so it's a double no for long term at the minute. But you can see this nice daily area inside all these weekly areas here, which would be a good trade in the future, which I'd let it drop. But for long term, best trades on kind of indices are the huge drops. You kind of get, and these things actually work a lot smoother on the indices than they do in Forex, as you will see when you go through them, if you've gone through the course. But you can see it's not at a weekly, it's not a monthly. Best swings is back getting, if you're swing trading, getting these huge drops and then getting back in on the long side. So it is. But we're not at a monthly. No. And then you can actually make huge amounts by actually buying in down here and just letting it start popping back up. So spider to 100. Okay, similar story here. Look to see where it's been hitting. This swing high here. Okay, it was testing this monthly area here. And see this area here, pause, rally, drop. Kind of around the buy chart here, so price comes up, tests this area here after this slowly up tracing it since 2008. So to test it, you actually get a monthly divergence there, a really good signal. So you see this, we just drew that huge, and you've got a small weekly area here just at the start. Okay, why? Price rallies, drops, rallies, creates a new high. So this is an area of interest. It's at the start of a monthly area, which is why we would have bought down here with the arrow signal. And you can see deep in the zones you get the 4-hour and the daily signals. This is hitting the zones, especially the daily here. So current price action. So monthly, we're not at a monthly. Daily, okay, let's zoom in, analyze this. Pause, rally, drop. So this is kind of why it's pausing here at the minute. So the speed bump. On the way up. This drops. We'll see if there's any daily areas in there. You can see it's hitting a nice daily area here inside this weekly. Okay, any signals? Nothing yet. Or yes, a 30-minute signal here inside a daily. Possibly 4-hour inside a daily there also. So trade's already in play. No. Yes. Yes, and just trades in play. Signals happened already. Boom, boom, and the Dow Jones 30. Let's have a look. Okay. If you notice when I'm doing this video, I was just showing you areas, showing you previous trades, just to show you that it actually does work on the indices, future previous trades, especially in the higher time frames. Okay, so let's look at this. Why is this paused here? Well, you can see here a rally, pause, rally. So this would be a zone here that I kind of look at. See, it just comes down to the bottom of it, and then bounces back up. Just zoom out to see if there's any, all these all-time highs. It's actually a zone here. Okay, and the weekly. weekly zones up here. This will also be a monthly here. Why is this a monthly? Price creates a new high, comes down and actually breaks this trend line, so, and then pauses and tests the area that broke the trend line. I might be speaking a bit quick. If you want to actually learn how to actually do this completely, just click the link below and you can check out my Udemy courses, or click the link below and actually get the MacBot system where I actually coach you how to trade this system 95% automated. It's very powerful. As you can see, we're going through them. So at the minute we had this monthly, and see, you had this small weekly inside the monthly here, kind of origin. It's down to test it, test the bottom weekly there, and the daily 4 hour. Zoom out. This is when the divergent dropped again, rallied. So you can see how it works. The current price is nothing much happening. We've missed these big moves on this market. But when we're analysing these kind of indices, you're really looking for these huge drops on the higher time frames and identify areas where it's likely to retrace, and you can actually get in. Likely retrace, or sorry, go back up. So this one would have been an area, this is an area, this is an area also. So you can see it here. Price pauses and then rallies again. Here, price pauses, then rallies again. It's actually small areas on the chart, but all key areas where you'd be likely to get back in the future. Especially the stock markets. So you will always get these kind of crashes, and then it's after the crash you want to get back in, start buying back in again. So the crashes will always likely come down to areas like these, and your kind of double confirmation inside these areas would be and look for weekly zones inside them. Like this is the double confirmation, a monthly and a weekly inside the monthly, which is pretty good area to buy in after that crash. And it happens so quick, pops straight back up. So currently not in a monthly, so it's double no. 2 no's. This would be a nice area here, this weekly at the monthly, to maybe sell short term. So 2 no's. DAX 30. And again, this is universally, you just go into the smaller time frames and trade this inside the smaller time frames. I do have a day trading course over at Udemy. It'll show you how to day trade the markets using this method. So you can see this area here caused this high. This is what's an area, this is what's paused here. So again, let's see if there's a weekly inside there. And we do. Kind of here. And so the best thing to do is actually get the small Udemy course, and it'll teach you how to draw these zones manually, and then upgrade to the MacBot Pro system, where I'll actually coach you for 1 month plus a system on actually how to trade like this and get in these beautiful trades right at the start as they're turning. They also teach you how to identify manual divergence like this. Price drops, rallies, drops, and the divergence is indicator still moving higher after dropping, which is a good time to actually buy in on this move up. Current price action, so out of the monthly, and No. So EU50. Okay, had a nice monthly area there. Is there a weekly where it hit? There was indeed here. With the same signal. Rallies, drops back down in. Divergence moving higher. This is when you get into these trades. A nice rally back up. Okay, so I'm kind of running out of time here. I'll analyze one more, which is the FTSE, and then that's it for this video. Okay, so FTSE, you can see it's getting very weak due to Brit exit, etc. And see, it's actually broke down through this, but this area was already tested. Let's have a look at it. This area was already tested here and popped up, created a new high. Usually when it comes down to test it again, it will break through, which it does, and likely to start moving back down lower. Maybe this would be a good area down here in the monthly to buy back in on the FTSE. So I'll explain that again. This area here was already tested. Okay. Second, of course, you do get a little bit of reaction, but it broke down through it. So this makes this area void, and price is likely to progress down lower to the lower areas. And let's look to see if there's any weekly areas in around this monthly zone down here. We will see. You can see this, we've got a nice weekly inside this huge monthly here, which would be a future target for me to continue to get back in. So nothing happening on the FTSE yet, nothing really happening on the indices at the minute long term. Again, you'd have to zoom into the lower time frames to look for trades. If you want a short term trade, you can do that by heading over to Udemy, clicking the links below on the YouTube here, and actually accessing my price action courses. Or you know, just click the link below and I'll give you my full MacBot system plus a 3 months coaching for a little giveaway price. So which will teach you how to trade the markets like a price action pro. So I hope this video helps, guys. Don't forget to click the link below. Any questions, get in contact with me at will@thefxace.com, and I will speak to you soon.